We have to talk. Hit it. Everybody, it's your favorite friend, Blonde Richie, and welcome home. Come on in. Come on in. And today I want to talk to you guys about something serious. I've been noticing on social media there has been a lot of people reporting incidences of women being kidnapped, white vans, pretty much things that's related to human trafficking for trafficking and organ possession. And first, when I first heard about it, I think like a lot of people, I really didn't pay too much attention to it or take it seriously until a couple of things happened where it's happening in my city where I live in. I live in Baltimore, so now it's happening in my city. And also, I saw a video of a girl who was trying to be trafficked, or was about to be trafficked. She was about to be kidnapped by her Uber or Lyft driver. I think it was a Lyft driver. And that really kind of hit home to me because I may have not mentioned on this channel, but I am self employed. And one way that I make my income is through doing Uber and Lyft from time to time. And I was just kind of disturbed. And then it kind of made sense of the way that some women in my car would act, or when I know they were like recording me or something. I'm like, why are they doing this? But now it makes perfect sense. So I just feel like it's my responsibility, not only as a man, but as a black man who drives for Uber and Lyft, to give you guys, women, some tips on how you can stay safe in the car and prevent anything happening to you. I personally cannot protect you guys because I cannot be everywhere, but it's just my duty to protect you any way I can. And by giving you this video some tips, maybe I can help save a life or prevent a kidnapping from happening. And one of the things that's really disturbing me is, even though I'm making these tips for all women, every single woman, every single race and creed, or whatever, whoever you are, I'm making this for all women. But I have noticed that this has mainly, from what I've seen, been happening to a lot of black women. So I just want to put that out there. So the first tip that I want to give you is that once you order your Uber or your Lyft, once the car arrives, I want you guys to go to the back and match the tag to the car. Sometimes people may steal other people's phones and use their platforms, or I don't know, for whatever reason, somebody may be using another person's car. The tag should match what's on your phone. If it does not match, do not get in the car because there's no accountability there. So if it doesn't match and you don't feel comfortable, just let the driver know, hey, tag doesn't match what's in my phone. I don't feel right about it. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this ride. You may get a fee, but if you get the fee, I would just contact Uber and Lyft, let them know why you had to cancel the ride, and I'm pretty sure that they will refund you your cancellation fee. Second thing you're going to want to do is, when you get into the car, you want to check the child safety locks. Sometimes people, if they want to keep you in the car, the thing that they're going to do is they're going to put on the child safety locks, because you are not able to open the door from the inside. The only way you can open up the door with child safety locks is from the outside. So make sure that the switch is not turned on where the symbol of the lock is, because every manufacturer is different from car to car. It might be up, it might be down, it might be left, it might be right. Just take a look real quick and see. The next thing you're going to want to do is, when you get in the car, just take a second to play with the window, just a little bit with the window button, and see if the window locks are on. Just flicker it just a little bit. And if the window locks are on, then ask your driver, say, hey, can you unlock the window? I want to wind the window down. I need some air or something. Next thing you want to do is, once you get into the car, you're going to want to ask the driver what their name is. If somebody is riding under someone else's account, they may slip up and say their own name instead of the name of the person that's on the account. And also, another reason why you want to do that is because you want them to slightly turn and look at you, so you can see, to make sure that their face matches the face on the app. So that's another thing you want to do. Say, hey, what's your name again? and they'll give you an answer. If it matches what's on the app, you're cool. If it doesn't, the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually use your GPS to follow the ride to make sure that the driver is going in the direction in which he's or she is supposed to go. And also, another thing you may want to do is you may want to tell the driver that you have a specific way that you want to get to your destination and give them the directions so you can feel safe about the way that you're going to where you want to go, and you know for a fact that they're not leading you to somewhere else. If the driver tells you that they have to follow the GPS, that is not true. You can give them your own direction. They can, suggest the way that may be shorter, but if you don't feel safe, follow the GPS on your phone to make sure they're going the way that the GPS is telling them to go, or give them a specific and special route that you want to take. The next thing you want to do, if you don't feel safe in a Lyft or Uber car, have a friend on the phone with you just to, let them know and they know what's going on. Or you can turn on your Instagram live or your Facebook live and just kind of let people know what you're doing, so you can feel like there's people there that's watching you and make sure that you're okay. So just in case anything seems fishy, they can immediately call the police, call the authorities, call whoever they need to call just to make sure that you are safe and sound. The next thing that you want to do is, if you get in a car and you don't follow any of my tips, there is a way that you can get out the car. If the child safety locks are on, if the windows are locked and you cannot get out the car, here's a tip that a lot of people don't know. And you also can use this tip if your car falls into a river or into the ocean or something. The headrest on the car can be used as a tool to break a glass window. So, of course, you're going to be in the back seat. If you feel unsafe at all and you cannot get out the car, you can't jump out the car when it's stopped or anything because the person may have the locks on, you're going to pull up the headrest. Now, when you pull up the headrest, there'll be two prongs. The two prongs are actually a safety device that's meant to break windows. I cannot show you how to do that, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to link a few videos, put them in the bio, of videos you can watch people showing you how to break windows with the headrest. But a lot of people, believe it or not, do not know that you can actually break car windows with the headrest. I know it's crazy. Tip I want to give you is, if your Lyft or Uber driver arrives and they have someone in the car with them, do not get in. If you do not live in an area where they don't have Lyft pool or Uber pool and didn't order a pool and your driver comes and they have someone in the car, do not get in the car. I have friends and I curse them out because they've gotten in the car with people and the driver had someone in the car with them. Do not get in the car. That is dangerous. You don't know what may happen, and there is no accountability, especially for the other person. For the other person that's not the driver. The next thing you want to do is, if you are drunk, if you're intoxicated, even if you're a little high, call a friend or a family member if you don't have anyone to take the ride with you. If you don't have a friend that can drive with you from the club to your home, or if you don't have anybody in the car with you from the club or from the bar home, call a friend, call a family member, call your parents, and see if they can pick you up to take you home. I'm pretty sure that your family and your friends will much rather for you to call them so you can get home safely versus them never hearing from you again. I will not sit here and say that male drivers are the only drivers that you should be cautious of, because female drivers can also be a part of this crime web. I will not say a specific race. I will not say anything in detail. You don't know who's a part of this crime ring. So if you feel uncomfortable at any time, just please think about the tips and tricks that I'm giving you on how to stay safe. If you're in a rush, it's better to be late than never to arrive. So if you feel unsafe, cancel the ride. And like I said, you may incur a fee. If you do, let Uber and Lyft know why you canceled your ride. But I would much rather for you guys to feel safe than to be sorry, because this trafficking is a real thing. It's a real thing. So you guys, I will link information below on how you can break the car window with the headrest. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments and I will respond to any and everything. I will respond to all questions and comments. If you have any tips that you feel like I left out, leave them in the comments. If I figure out anything else, I will make a part 2 to this. I will make as many versions of this video as I have to, just to make sure that people are safe, because we need you here, child. We need you here, and we love you, and I will talk to you guys next time. Stay safe, y'all. Stay safe. If it don't feel right, go with your instincts. Go with your instincts, child. Just stay safe. All right.